Hello everyone, MFPallytime here, and welcome back to our A through Z playthrough. In today's video, we have landed on the Elite Tauren Chieftain. Hey, let me know what ETC stands for down in the comments. Wrong answers only. ETC was added into the game on March 13th, 2014. He was one of the characters that launched with the game back in the day. Current win rate, only 46%, which really surprises me. Historically, if Stitches was ever in a bad spot and I couldn't really play him, I would play ETC and I would play a new Brack. They were my two fallback tanks, and I love them both. ETC, I've always thought his kit was phenomenal, and to see his win rate at 46% is really jarring to me, actually. Current popularity, 16.54%, which is pretty respectable, so at least people are still playing him. His most recent rework was September 27th, 2016. We're almost on the anniversary of that. We're just a couple days early to send him off on his cake day. With that rework, I believe this was about the time that tanks were losing those passive armor bonuses and passive spell power bonuses that they have that I've talked about a few times. And we saw that armor bonus get put into ETC's trait with Rockstar. After ETC uses a basic ability, he gains 20 armor. Well, you can spam your basic abilities pretty much all the time, so you're always going to have that 20 armor. I've always loved a particular talent for ETC called Prog Rock, which allows you to collect regen globes and then become a healer for your team. I already recorded the match. I talked about it a lot in the match, so I'm going to try to not spend too much time on it. But you basically used to be able to be the healer for your team. So you could queue into quick match situations, and a lot of times you don't have a support, you don't have a healer that's keeping everybody alive, and all of a sudden ETC could fulfill that role for his team. Also, while making massive plays, while CCing the entirety of the enemy team, he really does it all. I'm going to show you the most popular build for ETC right now, mainly because I didn't do it. You could go for any of these at level 1, although Block Party and Guitar Hero are both pretty good. I always prefer Prog Rock. Then everyone always goes loudspeakers, into Pinball Wizard, into Mosh Pit, into Encore, because this also gives you heroic ability cooldown reduction for each person that it hits. It's pretty nuts. Really, really fun with Stage Dive, but apparently no one picks Stage Dive anymore. Then almost unanimously, Showstopper is picked, giving you more armor when you initiate with your power slide. And then at level 20, you can kind of pick whatever you want. Death Metal is lagging behind a little bit on win rates. Everything else is sitting at about a 61, 62% win rate, where that's sitting at a 50. Again, I talk about that in the match, so I'm sorry I'm doubling up a little bit. There just hasn't been a lot of new news about ETC in quite some time. Most of his recent patches are just bug fixes. I would say arguably some of the biggest changes were to Pinball Wizard. Back in the day, this used to give, I want to say, just 100% bonus damage. That's been buffed up over the years to 300% bonus damage. We've also seen a lot of changes to Guitar Hero to try to make that more appealing, giving it significantly higher uptime. But all in all, ETC is a phenomenal tank. So good at tanking, so good at what he does, so much crowd control that he brings to the table, and personally has always been one of my favorite heroes. So I do hope that you guys enjoy today's video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we found ourselves on the battlefield of eternity today. Every healer and every tank had bonus XP because not enough people were playing them. And then what does the matchmaker do? Put ETC and Johanna into the same game. Of course, that's the solution. That's how we'll fix it. At level 1, we are going to go for Prog Rock. This is going to allow us to heal our allies in combat. We don't have a healer in this game, so that could be fairly valuable. The friendly team today, ETC, Junkrat, Thrall, Johanna, and Diva. The enemy, Lunara, Orphea, Greymane, Stitches, and Falstad. They have a lot of ways of interrupting the mosh, but that doesn't matter because we're gonna land the mosh anyway. I've never been intimidated by that, especially like when I was actually streaming Hero League, Storm League, and people would be like, oh, they have 3 interrupts, there's no way you can land the mosh. Just mosh everybody that can interrupt you and then the problem goes away. Problem solved. We are going to see the enemy team be pretty aggressive in lane here. I'm thinking about power sliding into our base, and I did just that. Thrall being hooked in by Stitches. Falstad with the lightning rod on him as well. We are pushed back all of the way into our base. I'm really going to have to focus on getting regen globes if we're going to sustain in lane. Nice CC by Junkrat. I'm going to push Stitches even closer to our team. He's in tower range now and is taken down. Orphea diving forward. Unfortunately, Stitches was just a distraction while they did all of that damage to us. I'm going to try to stay in lane because everyone else is backing. I want to make sure we're getting this XP. And it looks like the enemy team mostly backed up as well. So, ETC. Q is our power slide. It slides us in a direction. Anyone we come into contact with will be stunned. Our W ability is called Face Melt, and it is an area of effect knockback. The most popular talents for ETC right now actually increase the damage of that ability quite a lot if you power slide. So you Q in and then W, and then you do increased AoE damage. I don't like that combo, I'll be honest with you. Orphea pretty far forward here. We're going to knock her back again. Junkrat not dealing much damage, though, and I am going to be taken down. I feel like that was actually a pretty good setup for just killing Orphea there. We're going to have to do some weird talents today, I think. Because we have 2 tanks on our team and the enemy team does not have that, they're pretty much going to win every race on the Immortal unless we do something a little different. I'm going to go speed metal here, and I think at level 7 I'm going to pick up Hammer On to increase our basic attack damage. The idea is that if everything goes well, I'm going to be pulsating out, like healing all of the time anyway. So I should be able to keep that increased auto attack damage up all of the time, or at least that is the plan. Let's go help out Thrall. He is doing the right thing, and we are not, so let's change that. He's also getting beat the fuck up. Don't leash him again. Don't leash him again. Don't leash him, Pratty. Okay. Well, I'm not going to kill this in any record speed, but we can at least start pushing it down. Our E ability is Guitar Solo. This has a 9-second cooldown, but I believe we're going to be able to reduce this throughout the game. This heals me for some actually pretty respectable healing. ETC has some really good self-healing. And then later in the game, once we get enough regen globes, we're also going to be able to make that an AoE for our party as well, which is pretty damn good. Falstad overstaying his welcome is going to be taken down. I am going to try to get away from Stitches here. Will we be able to? Yes, we will, because we are faster than him, because we picked up speed metal. 2 members of the enemy team dead right now, Falstad and Lunara. Make that 3 with Orphea being taken down as well. And it looks like we are still behind on the race. Junkrat is in here dealing damage. I'm going to try to get in here as well. It's not going to be much, but it's something. Ideally, we would, I think, have Thrall on this. But Thrall seems to be doing a pretty good job of defending over here as they take down the enemy team's Grey Mane. And it looks like, in a strange twist of events, we are going to win the first race. Hammer On, while Guitar Solo is active, basic attacks deal 30% more damage. Again, I'm just picking that up to try to get through this Immortal a little bit faster. I'm actually a big fan of Face Melt at that talent tier. I think that's pretty fun. Good CC on Orphea. We're going to get in the way of her escape and hopefully take her down. There we go. Now, all I have to do is continue to cast spells, and I might be able to just get myself out of here. Look at that speed metal paying off. Our trait is Rockstar. After ETC uses a basic or heroic... I'm going to go all the way back, actually, and heal. Basic or heroic ability, he gains 20 armor for 2 seconds, and this is where we're also getting our speed metal bonus from. Basically, anytime we cast something, it's going to proc our passive and then give us that speed boost. The Angel didn't get very far, but hey, at least the wall is down in the bottom lane. The friendly team also slightly ahead on XP as well. Let's see if we can isolate this Orphea a little bit. My power slide does miss, but a great engagement from Johanna is going to pick her up. Just popping some auto attacks into that Stitches as he's walking away. If Falstad walks up again like that, we might be able to do a little something good nuke here. I'm going to try to just CC Stitches inside of that, and beautiful combo by the friendly team. We can easily move in here and pick this up now if we want to. Unfortunately, this map is pretty hard to get Prog Rock regen globes on, and we were kind of losing our lane, at least initially. But we're almost halfway there. We need to collect 20. I'm at 10 right now. Once we get those 20, we'll be able to AoE heal our party every single time we use our E ability. It can actually add up to be a very significant amount of healing. Back in the day, that was actually uncapped healing. So if you continued to gather regen globes throughout the entire match, you would be able to heal for like 1,000 every time you used your E ability on every party member. It was actually ridiculous how much ETC used to be able to heal back in the day. I'm going to try to bully them away from that regen globe, and it looks like that was successful. Trying to just fall back to the safety of our towers now, hoping a regen globe gets delivered to me, and it looks like that is exactly what happened. Johanna pinging for assistance up top, but it looks like Junkrat is completely ignoring her. The objective is up, and I'm going to get in here with some auto attacks to start things off on the right note. Look at that damage. That's not bad. It'll get a little bit better, too. The enemy team, however, very far ahead on the race at large. Let's make some space here. You're fine. If we don't have everyone down here, there's no fucking way we even stand a chance. So if we're going to take mercenary camps, unfortunately, we have to take those much, much faster. However, the majority of the enemy team actually diving to help out over there. I'm just going to auto attack Stitches until he starts to move. And I don't even need to do that. I was going to say when he does, we'll go in with the power slide to stop him in his tracks. Power sliding onto these two here. That's going to be my first mosh pit of the game, catching 2 members of the enemy team. Not enough damage being done to Falstad, but that's okay. I'll hit him. We can make that happen. Now we need to get on this Immortal very, very quickly, but it looks like me and Johanna are the only damage that are going to be on it right now. Man, it always feels good to play ETC. I said this on stream when we were doing some practice games for him, but it really is like riding a bike. He's such a straightforward character. He's probably the character that taught me not to just spam my abilities all of the time. Ooh, I don't think I'm close enough. Damn it. Well, that sucks. Good gorge, good gorge, good gorge. Luckily, that did buy our team enough time to hopefully finish off the Immortal. I am sad that I'm going to miss out on 2 regen globes there, but at least the objective is in our favor. Now, will our team be able to escape at the same time? That is another question. D.Va going in with the nuke, being gusted away by Falstad. Back in the mech is going to be able to boost out and Thrall, just easily walking out of there. What was Junkrat doing? I mean, I'm not here to point out everybody's mistakes. I just was unclear what he was doing. That's all. That's all. The Immortal is pushing the bottom lane. The enemy team's Gray main on top of that right away. Probably their highest damage output that they have. We will be able to move in here and push this down while they are down there. We're going to get Encore at level 13. This is going to cause our W ability to go off a second time, just increasing our control potential in the middle of these tussles. One more regen globe brings us up to 14. Make that 15. We are just 5 away from unlocking Prog Rock. The enemy team is rotating. There's... God damn it, dude. Thank you for the root. Thank you for the root. Falling back to fight Greymane now. That was a beautiful follow-up by the friendly team. Orphea's ult is going off. If you leave the damage area, it will stop dealing damage. Johanna is chasing down Orphea right now. I'm actually winning this trade, no problem. We're going to power slide back in front of Falstad and then knock him back to secure that kill. Friendly team wants to steal the mercenary camp now. I'm all for that. Of course, that's another regen globe that we can put into the pocket. Lunara moving up, and it looks like Junkrat is doing some pretty good damage to her. I'm immediately going to rotate down to the bottom lane, hoping to find some more regen globes, and that's exactly what I find waiting for me. Beautiful. We only need 2 more. Ideally, if we were on a 3-lane map, I would literally just be roaming in the early game to try to get region globes. And that would be my only objective. Roam, get region globes. But unfortunately, because it's a 2-lane map, and because of our team comp not having a healer, I was kind of forced to stay down in my lane a little bit longer. I'm a bit far forward here, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be punished. Let's go ahead and do a knockback as they are moving in. Encore's going to hit Stitches as well as the mine from Junkrat. Now Thrall is doing the right thing. I'm on my way. Will I be close enough for the region globe? No, I will not. Okay, I'm actually going to run up top really fast then and try to grab one up there. Prog Rock is too huge to delay any longer. We need it. We need it. Also, level 16 is about to happen. Once we hit 16, I'm going to be able to use my E ability even more often, which means we're providing even more healing and even more auto attack damage for our character as well. We had a good setup there with the boss stun. Orphea pretty far forward here. Falstad actually pushing me into her, so we'll try to finish off that kill. Now power sliding in. We're going to mosh pit right here. Mighty Gust was already used, so the only thing they could do to interrupt me is kill me. And Falstad is trying pretty hard to do that, although the Gorge is going to protect me from any damage. Thank you! Oh, you love to see it. Now that Prog Rock is online, I'm going to be able to heal up my entire party here, and every time we auto attack with our guitar solo talent, you could see that I am reducing the cooldown of guitar solo pretty substantially. Bro, I remember back in the day basically being the main healer for my team with this ability. It was so fucking strong. This is such a small little taste of what this ability could do. But, I mean, we will be able to heal up our diva. Keep her in that mech even longer. Does she have the auto attack heal? I believe she... Oh, no. She doesn't. She doesn't. I'm her only healer. Look at that. Well, looks like another objective is going to go to the friendly team here today. Stitches moving up, trying to make something happen here. I'm focusing on Orphea on the back line. Gonna knock her towards my team as well, and a nice pickup from Diva there, being in the right place at the right time. I am continuing to spam out my guitar solo every time it is available. Stitches put me in the belly yet again, and then body blocked himself in here almost. No, you stay. You stay. You need to see the fireworks. Those are pretty important. She spent a lot of time getting those ready. The boss is continuing to push the bottom lane. We're going to rotate down here, grab some of these XP globules. I am hoping for some region globes because my mana is starting to get a little bit low. We do have Mosh Pit ready to go as well. And we're just going to slide in here onto the enemy team. Okay, anybody? Hello? That was a perfect setup. That's okay. That's okay. We should assume Falstad has Mighty Gust ready to go again, so if we mosh pit, he needs to be involved in that. Orphea was kind of far up on the side. Can we capitalize on that at all? It's not looking like it. We do get a regen globe here. Let's make sure we're next to our Diva to keep her healed, but she is going to lose her mech. Great. Oh, right here. There it is. Unfortunately, Orphea was ready for me that time. And the friendly team didn't seem super ready for that one. I kind of dived ahead of them there. That was my fault. We do manage to deal some significant damage to the core. That's 17% missing with that push. Diva picking up a kill on Greymane before she gets taken down. And meanwhile, that entire time we had Johanna split pushing the top lane, almost securing this building at the same time. Junkrat getting a camp at the top of the screen. Did great. Looks like Thrall might be moving down here for that one. Johanna being chased across the map right now. She's probably going to be able to get away. I don't know which ult she took, actually. What? You have falling? No, Blessed Shield. Okay. Well, a lot of our hard work is done. The regen globes have been gathered. The talents have been chosen. Level 20 is coming up pretty fast. A lot of the win rates at level 20 are pretty competitive, except for death metal. Death metal is about 10% under everything else at 51%. All the other talents at level 20 are hovering around 60 to 61% win rate right now. So go with that information as you will. I imagine if you're in a scenario where you need to pick death metal, your team is already kind of losing. I'm kind of in a flanking position. If they are moving down here, we can probably do something with that. How did I lose Orphea? Oh, she doubled back into her team. We can try to CC Stitches here so we can line up with that bomb nice and easy. Healing rolling out right now. 15 seconds on the mosh pit. We're going to knock Orphea back here. Still continuing to chase. The gorge has happened, stopping me. He put me in a corner, but he put me too close to my fucking target. Let's go. Oh, you hate to see it. No one saw that. No one saw that. Cut the vibe. The objective is up right now. Let's go ahead and start moving in that direction. It looks like one member of the enemy team, the False Daddy, is already on it. We're going to take Torbus at level 20. Torbus is going to allow us to power slide inside of our mosh pit and reposition it. Super duper strong. Honestly, all of the choices here are pretty good. Bolt of the Storm lets you get in range for a mosh pit. You can just blink in and do it. Storm Shield allows you to protect your allies even more. And in a situation like this, I could be even more of a support role than I have been for my team already. What's my healing? I wish I could... You can't see that. We've healed for 6,000. By the way, I campaigned for ETC to be able to see his healing stats on the score screen for such a long time. Years. I mean, back when Dustin Browder was in charge of heroes anyway. Every time I saw him, it was Deathwing. And why can't we see more stats on the score screen? Yeah, ETC's a healer too, but of course this is back when that was uncapped. And he was actually just healing for thousands and thousands and thousands. And fucking stop grabbing me! Knocking Falstad back into our team. I need to get out of this damaging ability pretty quick. Unfortunately, I went the opposite way of my team. We do lose our diva pretty early on. None of our other damage dealers are present either. Moving in, we're going to Encore, focusing our damage onto Greymane. Now, I'm trying to maneuver back to my team, who is still continuing to ignore us. I do have Mosh. Doesn't matter. Oh my god, they've been sitting on a Junkrat mine for so long. Please, dude. Please, dude. Lunara's coming after me. We're going to dip in here. Going for some auto attacks. Knock her back one time as well. I can heal and back up. She has to come back to me. I'm okay. Give me that globe. Give me that globe. Give me that globe. We're on core right now. I do have power slide into that. Hit the core. Hit the core. Hit the core. Hit the core. Dude, ETC's so good. Such a fucking phenomenal character. I love him to death. Was Junkrat dead when I was like, why isn't he blowing up his thing? I feel like I tunnel visioned a lot in this game. I literally just woke up. This was my first game of the day. You love to see it. You love to see it. 32% of team fight damage soaked. That feels pretty good, especially when you consider we don't have a healer. And when you look at what the enemy team actually had, they had some heavy hitters. And I think we were able to mitigate a lot of that damage quite well. Here are the stats for the game. We did no siege damage, 27,000 hero damage, 7,000 healing to our allies, and 39,000 healing to myself. Towns we picked today. Brogrock into Speed, Metal, Hammer-On, Mosh Pit, Encore, Aggressive Shredding, and Torbus. Again, the most popular talent choices at 4 are Loudspeakers into Pinball Wizard. I just don't like Pinball Wizard. I'm weird. That's going to do it for our video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to hit the thumbs up button on the way out. It helps us out a ton with the algorithm here on YouTube. We'll be back again soon with a look at the False Father. Take care. I'll see you guys again soon.